What's up, y'all? This is DaveTV, and I'm here with Set It Off. So you're taking the time to hang out with us again this year. We're very lucky to be catching up with these guys, one of the main attractions at the Warped Tour, man. So thank you very much. It's San Antonio, second day to Warped Tour this year. They didn't make everybody play for months everywhere else and die in August, so I'm happy for that. You guys like that?
Getting the heat out, man. I love it. We got the sweats. We're good to go.
Yeah, it's going to be hot either way, but at least you can kind of go through the rest of the states, you know, and have this part done.
Hitting the hot parts now, which is great.
Right on.
I mean, to be fair, we started because we live in Florida, so we already kind of got training, so we're fine.
You've been world traveling since I last seen you.
Yeah.
Belgium, France, the Netherlands, Japan.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. How, even Montana, y'all, can you believe it? Any things stand out there? I mean, rock is rock, faces are faces, you know, in the end, but crowds, they're more receptive? How does it go?
Japan's an interesting one because they're, Japan is they go wild for the songs while you're playing. They're insane. But it's such a polite culture that when you're in between songs and talking, it is dead silent. You can hear a pen. You can hear yourself tuning your guitar. It's dead silent.
It's crazy, but it's nice. I feel like also certain countries are just so grateful to have you there. Like Netherlands, always go crazy, out of control. States have some amazing cities. You know, the United States have great cities for shows, but you got to think about the fact that we could get spoiled. Our bands are going to come to our cities all the time. We come to the Netherlands, they're like, we understand how far we are away from you. We really appreciate you being here. And they do some weird stuff. They'll sit down. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I've seen they'll fake row a boat. Yeah. What is that about? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I like it. I like it a lot. And then Scotland, before you go on, goes, here we fucking go. Here we. Oh God, they all have their own thing. It's amazing. It's really cool.
Imagine a circle bit of the rowing.
Oh yeah, just running around,
rowing through the floor.
They actually bring their own paddles.
Right. Some oars.
And in France, you played after all the craziness that went down there, right?
The crazy thing about that is we have played Le Bataclan. We played before it went down. We played with Yellow Card at that venue, so it really affected us a lot. In fact, it sparked a writing session about that exact event. And trying to live, without fear, because we're not going to stop playing shows. If we get an opportunity to play at that venue again, we're going to, because I feel like it's important to do that. But it's crazy too, because we really experienced the whole city there. We walked around, we got to see this amazing cemetery. We got to see, we had to go to Disney there, which is really cool. Saw Notre Dame. A lot of amazing things. It's a beautiful city. So it's really unfortunate to see that happen, but.
The next morning, no. Rebound, just no, you're not going to scare us, and I mean, it's a tragic loss, but...
It's unfortunate, but I'm glad that's the attitude that's being brought out of it, is lack of fear and just pure strength and perseverance.
And the same for Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Orlando's crazy, 2 back-to-back sporadic events of just mass violence, and I don't know, man, it just goes to show you that, to further that point, you can't live inside of a bubble. You can't be afraid, because it could happen to anyone, anywhere. And you just got to, if anything ever does happen, you just got to be strong and fight through it.
Yeah. Absolutely. What kind of set are you guys doing out there today, or in general? Are you playing the same set-ish during Warped?
It'll kind of change throughout the summer.
Songs.
Yeah. Right now it's 2 new songs, about a 30-minute set. And a good amount of the hits from old and new. It's a really well balanced.
Pick, man. We had to do Twitter polls to figure out what we're gonna do, but luckily the set's so full of songs everyone likes that everyone's just going off for everyone.
Yeah,
so it's really great.
I mean, you're not going to pick a bad one, but 30 minutes, I mean, I think that you have a lot of people that are coming to see you. Now, the benefit of Warped is, of course, the people who may not be there to see you or any certain band, but get caught in the mix and they're like, whoa, so
Exactly.
You played with Zebrahead.
Oh, Slam Dunk.
I grew up listening to that band, and they put on one of the most fun, exciting shows I have ever seen. And so the ability to actually be on stage watching them. Funny story about that band is our friend Mark Cantor is their stage bartender. So we were on the side and getting drinks and just enjoying the show, and the whole thing is incredible. It's the most fun I've ever had not playing.
Because of Mark Cantor, that tiki bar guy he's talking about, I had to go to bed at 7 p.m. I was so drunk Because like I'm sitting down and they have these things over there called Desperados, which is like beer and tequila mixed. And I had a ton, and I was sitting down. I'm like, I feel fine. Nothing's wrong. I stood up, straight to bed. I didn't want to talk to anybody because I was just a mess. That was a nightmare.
It's hilarious to watch people drink hard liquor sitting down. I'm like, have another. You want a shot?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Let's do jumping jacks.
Let's do a ropes course. Yeah.
We're doing that.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, what a unique band. I'm amazed they never blew up beyond. I mean, they did good.
I'll say, yeah, 'cause they had a solid, about 10 years ago, they had a solid time here. They did very well in the States. And you know, what's smart about a band like that, especially with the way the industry is changing, is that they know where they thrive. So they stay in those areas. Like they do really well in Europe and Japan, and they kill it, and they go there. And and I'm so stoked that they can still do that again 10, 15 years later.
Absolutely.
Oh man, absolutely. Yeah. So a lot of folks, I don't want to say a lot, there's a handful of people who make very brutal or electric music that have recently stripped it down. What's your take on that acoustic that you've done?
Stripped it down to like more of a melodic sort of sense.
No, like unplugged.
Unplugged acoustic.
Oh, we did one.
We did. We actually, yeah, exactly. You know what it is for us? I was talking to someone about this today. Is we've always had some acoustic roots to us. Like when we would book our own tours, when we didn't have a label or a booking agent, and if we didn't have a show, Hot Topic used to do these like acoustic in-stores things, and so we would just go to a mall and with a binder with us, I was like, we're set it off. Do you like the song? We go with that in an iPod and just promote ourselves. And like, so our roots are in acoustic. I think any band has to start. If you can't play acoustic, I don't think you should be playing on stage. Right. I really feel that way. No. Like the acoustics are the foundation. You shouldn't need electronics or all these bells and whistles to make your shit sound good. So if you can play an acoustic album, I think that's where you really shine. This is stripped down. Here we are. Here's our melodies. Here's our song. Do you like it like that? And if so, you got something there.
It's also very cool that it creates this situation to kind of strike a different mood or emotion with the song. Like for example, Bleak December, the full band live is very angsty and angry, and the acoustic version is very somber and mellow and kind of sad vibe.
You can have fun with it. You can rearrange stuff. We had a blast with that, man.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's a duality to that. Oh, I did that again.
There we go. Got the jokes. I'm loving these.
It's been a long day, fellas. Thanks for bearing with me.
No, thank you for having us, man.
Happy to be here.
So with the acoustic backbone, my Vanilla Ice records are out. There's no acoustic.
I mean, we can team up with Vanilla Ice and make some acoustic records if he's into it.
We'll provide the backing. We'll just bring him back, do some Ice Ice Baby. It'll be perfect.
Oh, he did the metal version of Ice Ice Baby. I don't know if you ever heard that.
Beatboxing?
Yeah,
It'll be perfect. He'll do that hi-hat that kept him from being sued.
I didn't steal that riff.
Don't look over here. Don't look over here.
Oh, that's great, man. So, thank you guys for spending time with me, man. I had, a great time always with you guys, so I appreciate it. Oddities in music, if, we listen to anything that, I guess when we think of a band, we think that obviously they're into the kind of music they play, which isn't always true.
Yeah.
If there was something as an oddity on any one or all of your playlist or music collection, what's the weirdest thing we might find in there?
Yeah, Dan is really good about that.
Mine's not weird, but I really like Cher Lloyd, UK artist. It's not that weird, but I don't know. She's like a super pop artist, but something about her is just like she has a lot of sass, which normally I wouldn't like, but for some reason I do.
Oh, she's killing it. I like that. She has a good attitude.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, but I started listening to them as a joke, and now I really like them. I've been listening to Nickelback recently.
Really? Dude,
and
go
I
to town.
like it.
Yo,
I like it a lot.
There's a reason they're successful. They have great melodies.
Yeah.
For me, I'm super into gangster rap. Like, I have a whole playlist called Too Hood, and my favorite one right now is Really Really by Kevin Gates. I'm really loving Kevin Gates. So good.
I'm all over all the time, but right now I think probably my favorite, most consistent record on is an artist called Flume. Yeah, he's a.
You saw on the radio.
Yeah. He's not a vocalist by any means whatsoever, but he's a DJ kind of songwriter, and he pairs his songs up with vocalists who fit right for the style of the song. It's really cool.
Creative.
Yeah, very creative. Yeah.
Well, man, I really appreciate it, y'all. It's Set It Off. Check it out. Play it often. It's DaveTV at Warped Tour 2016, y'all. See ya.
Peace.